all kinds of presentations this morning, but the most excited is to give out 2 awards this morning in lieu of the upcoming hospital week. One of those is our annual Shining Star Award. So we do the Shining Star every month, and then the group comes together at the end of the year and looks at the 12 and chooses one of those to be our annual award winner. And this year's annual award winner goes out to our EMS group. So it is BJ Dunham, Darin Burton, and Dick Collins. I'm not gonna read the entire thing. It is an awesome winning application, and I think if you remember, this came from Amanda Sievers and was related to a really traumatic time in her life. And there were some things in here that I wanted to just re-emphasize again. And it starts out as compassion is defined as to suffer together, as it is a feeling that arises when you are confronted with another's suffering and feel motivated to relieve that suffering. Integrity is defined as being honest and having strong moral principles. This person behaves ethically and does the right thing even behind closed doors and never expecting recognition. She says you never know that when you wake up one morning, one day it can quickly turn into one of the worst days of your life. In EMS and emergency services, we are unfortunately linked to some of those unfortunate days for some. Usually it's an unfortunate turn of events such as a car accident, a sick loved one, some sort of unexpected event that we play in people's memories. We do the best to our abilities to ensure good outcomes for patients and their families, but despite our best efforts, sometimes we're unsuccessful. However, there are other ways that we shine as a bright spot during a dark memory. And then I'll go to the very last paragraph, which was incredible. In this circumstance, they went above and beyond for myself and my family. That's what makes them such an important part of this organization. They embraced the mission and vision of this organization that night without a second thought. They showed compassion because it was the right thing to do. Sometimes showing compassion is the only thing that we can do when all else fails in our line of work. I will forever be grateful for what they did that night. Even though my memory of that evening is foggy and painful, I remember the 3 of them being there for me when no one else could be in that moment, and it makes me breathe a little easier. So to BJ, Darin, and Dick, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you did that night, because not everything that you did was just a part of the job that night. All of it was noticed. Everything that you did, even when you don't think it matters, because you're just doing the right thing. It matters, and it meant the entire world to me the night when my world fell apart. And that was from Amanda. So congratulations again. You got a plaque, and then you also have a check for $500 to each of you that we usually split with the CEO. We never say how much the split has to be, but so your turn.
Appreciate this. I mean, you'll hear me say this over and over. This is just what we do. I mean, one of my biggest assets is, I'd say, my integrity. But I would have done this for a complete stranger. Sometimes all we can do in the back of an ambulance or in public is hold somebody's hand at their worst moment and let them know they're not alone.
I'd like to thank everybody for this award here. It would not be possible if it wasn't for everybody here and ER and my fellow coworkers. It makes it all possible. We rely on each other, and we get through the tough times, and we can make it. Thank you.
I like what BJ said. Thanks for this award. It means a lot to us. We never ask for a thank you or anything from anybody. It's what we do. One thing that reflects, I think, for all of us is during our hiring process and everything, Tim asked us one question. He said, what does family mean to you? And this is just it. All of us around us, no matter if it's our coworkers, our fellow caregivers in the hospital, we're all family, and when we're out in the field, regardless regardless if we've never met them before in our life. They're family to us at that time of the moment, and we embrace them the best we can to make sure that they're comfortable through whatever they're going through.
All I will say is I got one opportunity to be able to go out with the guys, and I ended up having BJ. And BJ spent most of the time telling me to get the heck out of the way. But what he said was absolutely what they do. I watched him, and it just happened to be, we had a call over here where an individual, and it was cold out, was laying on the ground, couldn't get up, didn't have many clothes on, and he was compassionate and kind to this guy, and I took a lot of notice of that. And I think you guys live it every single day. Thanks for being part of our family. It was an unexpected addition to the family in 2022, and we've been, really pleased and incredibly proud. So thank you guys all very much.